You know, our friends and our family asked us, why are you moving to Oregon? And we said, it's the place we believe we can make the wines that make us the happiest. Bill and I have always loved wines of great elegance, of some delicacy, of transparency, but that are also delicious. And the weather in Oregon and the soils in Oregon allow us to produce the wines that we most love.
It's one of the reasons we gravitated to Pinot Noir, right? It's not a in-your-face blockbuster grape. It's a much more restrained varietal, and we really like that characteristic. You know, if I were to put it in musical terms, you have blockbuster wines like the 1812 Overture, and then you have these really beautiful, elegant wines like the Bach-Brandenburg Concertos, right? And so if you think about them in those terms, we would like to try to be closer to the Brandenburg Concertos than to the 1812 Overture. And that's what we try to do every day.
The wines that we love are wines that pair well with food. And I think the other thing that we recognized very early on as we were learning about wines is Pinot Noirs, Chardonnays, made with higher acidity and really focusing on the fruit were the wines that we felt paired best with foods. And that's what we focused on when we came to Oregon. Our first vintage was 2006, and we made 3 different Pinot Noirs. We made 500 cases of Pinot. In 2007, we added Chardonnay, and we thought we were done. It's amazing as we continue on this journey, we find new grapes that are doing incredibly well in the Willamette Valley, and we've decided we want to take a shot at making those wines. So on the winery side, we've included Pinot Blanc, we're making sparkling, we make a small amount of Syrah, and so we really have what we think is a pretty complete collection of wines that can be made incredibly well in the Willamette Valley.
And we've been really fortunate to be able to farm a couple of different vineyards. For 8 years, we farmed Meredith Mitchell Vineyard, which is this really spectacular property out in the McMinnville viticultural area. And in 2020, we started farming what we're now calling Warden Hill Vineyard, Clos Vernier, another really beautiful property, as Donna said earlier, just 2 miles down the road. And these are properties where we feel like we are getting access to some of the best fruit in the valley. And that, along with a small select number of growers who we admire and love working with, make up the bulk of the wines we make at Wendeley now. What makes this region special to us is the characteristics of the wine. The first grapes in the North Willamette Valley were planted just over the ridge to my right, and that has come to define Oregon wines for us, and especially the Dundee Hills. So you get these really beautiful high-tone red fruit characteristics, some blue and black fruit, some mushroom tones, and a little bit of earthiness. It's really quintessential Pinot Noir for us.